there's someone who has a ton of allegations in this, and they're cleared and all that. But people would say to me, it's like, oh, my friend, and I go, I've hung out with this person many times, been on sets, this and that. I'm from my experience, I've never seen this. I've never seen this. So I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying that I've never seen this, and you don't know the person near as well as I do. So, it's, I think things are getting better.
They are.
Whatever happened to being kind and forgiving and letting people have second chances.
But it's even about that. It's a certain group of people.
Right.
It's a certain minority group of people who
Very
are creating
small.
the issue.
Yes.
Very small.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who are creating the problem. And they're the ones, again, who weren't there, who know nothing about it. I mean, I could open up and say, let me tell you what so-and-so did. Let me tell you who had an affair with who was, blah, blah, blah. And, we're talking about that whole, people come and say, well, you were the lead in the show. You had the power dynamic. People maybe didn't want to say anything. Hold on a second. Let's just rewind a little bit. The power dynamic, that is, I didn't even look at it that way.
Yeah.
Look at it that way. No, it was about silly fun. But,
yeah.
There's other aspects of that. It just reminds me of like when we were, the power dynamic thing, we would be asked to work for free at times by production. They'd come and say, can you give us an hour? Can you give us a half an hour? And, people are saying, well, why, if you did the nude scenes, why did you bother doing them? Because you felt like you had to do them because it was written in the script. Because when we were one time asked about working for an hour overtime for nothing, and I would go around the cast and the company and say, do we want to do this, guys, to finish? And everyone would, then say yes. So I was basically in a way being used to make that decision.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it that way as being used. I was doing it because I felt we wanted to get it done. However, there was one night where I said, because one of the cast members came to me and they said, it's my anniversary with my wife. I don't want to work. So I then said to production, no, we're not going to do it. And the next day I got cleaned for how dare you stop production.
I mean,
so there's a lot of stuff that went on that wasn't right.
Right.
That people did and it was silly or fun and blah, blah, blah. Can we just move on?
Yeah.
I'm like, can we just move on from it now?
Yeah. But do you definitely feel like it is going in a different direction? Do you feel like,
I just did a concert tour in the UK.
Great.
And the thing that I've noticed and learned, again, that minority, brush them aside. And now that it's happened, it's always going to be there. And I have to accept that, and I have to deal with that. And anything I put online, for instance, when this goes up, there's going to be comments. Of course there are. And I'm ready for that. So, and also, I'm not going to read them. I've said my piece and I've moved on, and I'm probably not going to talk about it much anymore if I'm asked or if I'm challenged by it. Then but I'm ready to speak up and push back.
Are you sorry for your behavior from the past?
But to say I'm sorry for the behavior in the past, I didn't do it any way malicious. I didn't do it to harm anybody.
Right.
I didn't do it to make anybody feel bad.
But do you think it was wrong?
I think it was probably daft and dumb of me to do it.